Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to an absolutely incredible night. We just saw Asset High smash it with UN Squadron. Before that, some Rayman. But we're getting ready to go fast into this absolutely amazing Juneteenth celebration with Black in a Flash. And you're watching Black in a Flash's Summer Speedrunning Celebration Juneteenth class of 2026. We're celebrating 5 years of Black in a Flash, and if you do want to learn more about this, you can type in !Juneteenth in chat for the full schedule that we have going all week. And you can visit gdq.gg/BAF or visit Blue Sky to learn how you can get involved with the Black in a Flash community. And if you're wondering what the heck is Black in a Flash, it's a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. Learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BF and follow blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest of updates. Now, that being said, we came back from that interview with the need for speed, and oh boy, do we have a treat for you today. That's right, we're bringing it back to the Blue Hedgehog with some Sonic heroes on the GameCube for a category called Team Sonic LTS, otherwise known as Limited Text Selection, which I'm gonna let our runner and their wonderful couch take away on what that actually is, because I don't think I can. So without further ado, let's take it away.
All right then. Welcome in. I'm TheSuperior, or Soup. And yeah, we'll be playing Team Sonic Limited Text Selection. Basically, as a little intro, Sonic Heroes definitely has a few tricks and glitches that are definitely crazy in terms of like how much of the game it's in. So this is kind of our version of like a glitches category that still maintains some of the stuff that you get to do that's like really fun and mostly highlights the cool movement of this game while not entirely going away. So I am joined by my two commenters, Mars and Freezy, so you guys introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Freezypop. I've been running Heroes for I'd say about 4 or 5 years, and excited to see Soup play, honestly, my favorite team to play in Sonic Heroes. It actually used to be Team Rose, but after playing Team Sonic and just like their movement is just so much fun. But I still love all the teams, but Team Sonic is so hype.
Definitely gonna cause a wave with that one. Hey guys, I'm Mars. Nice to see y'all. I also run this game. I played quite a lot of the 3D Sonic games, but I dabble a lot in Heroes. The Team Sonic is pretty fun. We're gonna see a lot, so you know, a lot of blink and you'll miss it type stuff. So get ready.
And, you know, that'll be enough talking before the run, because we will have a lot of time to talk, and we certainly will. So with that being said, I'm gonna count us down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, let's blast through with Sonic speed, gentlemen.
Yeah. All right, and you get basically right into it. After some of the other teams, so it's like Dark and Chaotix have like a cutscene at the start, and then Rose, of course, has Seagate. You just jump right in with Seaside Hill. And to talk about it a little bit, again, there is a lot of stuff that we won't have to do in LTS, and that will highlight a lot of the movement. And we have 3 characters to play as. Of course, Heroes, we have our team of 3. And one of the coolest things about this game is that being able to switch between teammates instantly is such a cool feature to have in a very 2000 essence of game design. But it also allows us to do some really fun stuff as well with Light Dash.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Oh. Ooh. That's so right there.
So Light Dash cancels. So of course Sonic trusty Light Dash, and if you really fast inputs switch between Sonic, like you do the Light Dash and then instantly switch between either power or flight, you can get a massive burst of speed and just use it to do many things. So of course combining it with Knuckles' Glide, that just keeps all of your momentum and crossing crazy gaps and skipping lots of stuff to save great time. It's like, that is one of the biggest things about this category that can be pretty unique between it and Dark compared to Rose and Chaotix, and it's very fun. And it's a lot of people's favorite parts about it, which is why this category can be very popular among a lot of the Sonic Heroes runners.
Leave it to me. Let's go. All right, here we go.
So I got a quick question for you. Who's your favorite characters? Like, who's your favorite character in this game?
In this game, it's probably Espio. So I'm a big chaotic set. That's definitely that category is my child. I love that category. It's definitely the one that I've been able to do the most with. And Espio in particular has a few really cool things that he can do with his like invisibility in certain stages that you can take advantage of. And then of course just kind of being like that classic speed character that still gets to do some other fun stuff as well.
That's also just
So that being,
go ahead.
oh, gone. I was just gonna say, is there a reason why we're doing Sonic LTS instead of Chaotix? Because now I'm kind of curious.
I mean, because this category is so cool. This entire game is amazing. This entire game is amazing to me. And one thing about Sonic compared to Chaotix is honestly it hasn't been shown off as much. And I was in the mood to play it and really show it off because this category is super cool, and I really hope that, even just in the first stage to really set the tone of all the stuff you're going to be seeing in this category. There is a bunch of stuff you're going to be seeing, like that first glide at the start and just kind of taking advantage of a bunch of light dash cams, and even just general basic movement of stuff we don't even get into, like catch-up flights and our mid-air kicks and stuff like that, as we'll get into as the run requires us to.
In all my years of seeing this game ran, in all these years of knowing about this game, I've never seen that last jump you did to get that ball bounce up to the ring. That's wild.
It's really nice and very helpful. It is quite slow to do it. It's quite slow to do anything else.
Yeah, I think probably that area is only supposed to be accessed by Team Dark because they have like spring right there, but they just like left it right there still for Team Sonic, and they're like, well, somebody just lands in here, sure, they can just go for it.
Yeah, they can't get up there, All right, speaking of which, we're loading up into Ocean Palace. Absolutely goated stage. This stage right here is so much fun. Honestly, with every team, but like Team Sonic's Ocean Palace in particular, you will hear very little people say that they don't like it. I think there's a lot going on. A lot of really cool movement. We're gonna get a skew to jump off of the, ooh, all right, we're good.
Okay, there we go.
Got the kick. Yeah, we're gonna get the skew jump off this. So one thing to note, Sonic in this game does not actually have a spin dash. He has a kick, and the kick, if you do it off of a ledge, for whatever reason, the game considers you to still be grounded while you're in the kick animation, so you can actually jump out of it again. So combine that with rocket accels, which give you a lot of speed, and we can cross very large gaps, which we will see a lot more later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's huge. And one of the coolest parts about this stage, we'll get into the turtle stick. There is quite a few ways to play this section. All taking you to the same place.
Yeah, you were.
I'm not trying to talk about like that. I tried to do a very particular strat. That's kind of hard. I'll let them talk about the turtle section.
So you're gonna get to see a pause glide into. Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
We got it.
There we go.
That looked complicated.
just like how Mars brought up with the kicking off of a ledge, like just considers you grounded. You can see like on that like little mini like square pole there, Soup was just going for a kick there just so he can reach the turtle. And luckily the turtle is still just like a solid object, so you can just like jump off the turtle's back since it's kind of like sloped up there and just like get up there. And then you're gonna see it right here.
See it right there. Yep. You can kick off a ledge right there. Right there we got speed from what we call a rocket accel. If you hold the B button, you can get your team to gather behind you and give Sonic a huge boost. There are different properties depending on like how many of them, which one, but a lot of them just know that it gives you a lot of speed, and you can transfer that speed into doing a kick and going further. So, very nice.
And we got the infamous rock section that I know a lot of people, when they first played this game, pretty much just got hit by the rocks like right before going off the loop. But I actually learned from another runner, Big Mikey. He just told me, he's like, oh yeah, just hold forward and don't press anything, and the rock never hits you. He's like, wait, really? He's like, yeah. And I've just been doing that for years, and it's just been working out.
Yeah, similar
Today
to
I
the
learned-
truck in Sonic Adventure 2. These rolling things have a bit of rubber banding to them. So if you go too far, they will kind of rubber band towards you. But if you're just holding forward, it's the automation that they wanted you to do. So you can just essentially keep going through that. Because yeah, if I did do any kind of kicks, or like what I did is I like didn't hold down until I landed, so that I landed in the spot they wanted me to, like they will take you out. So yeah, that's just a little bit careful with that, but of course not too much. It's thankfully it's not too bad.
One of my favorite things about speedrunning Sonic games, a lot of the times you just play with the hand you're dealt. Learn to be one with the jank rather than fight it.
It's true. I kind of just accept the things in Sonic games whenever you speedrun them. Like, if I fall through a floor, it's like, oh, okay, that just happens sometimes.
Man.
Now, speaking with things you accept, thinking of things you accept, what's the most difficult part of this run for you?
What's the most difficult part of the run? It is probably a particular stage, and we'll get there. When we get to Bullet Station, that's gonna be a certain bucket of fun. It's probably one of the hardest stages in the category. There are a bunch of tricks. One I will not be going for, but some of the others I will be. And it's a stage that is admittedly really cool, but it is so tough to play, and it can like feel really weird when you like don't get the stuff. And it has some of the biggest time variance of any stage. By the way, just played Egg Hawk. You know, we bait it back so that it actually gets to this place and we just fire dunk it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, no. We'll look forward to Bullet Station for all of my Bullet Station fans, because I know some of you were in the chat. Shout out to the Sonic Heroes community. I can already see.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Sonic homies in the chat. You love to see it.
Love to see y'all.
Love to see all y'all.
And we're here at Grand Metropolis. This is one of my favorite stages. This stage just like has so much fun movement in it. Just feels like you're just like moving so fast, which you are because the floor like moves you forward. Even Tails is just like, oh, I can keep up with Sonic, even though naturally he can because he's just that fast at the game. I don't know why he brought that up. He was just like, oh yeah, I can keep up with Sonic. He's like, well, you kind of do already.
Sonic's in the lead. Giving us greater speed, Freezy. That's what they said.
True. And
So another
by their side.
One thing about Grand Metro you're going to notice is that we are going to be collecting levels for Sonic. The level system in Sonic Heroes is a lot. On the surface, as a kid, like I didn't really think they mattered too much, but the biggest thing is that at level 3 for Sonic, he gains wind physics on his homing attacks, which normally you would need to do a rock missile or a tornado. So when he does gain level 3, he's going to be able to just kind of homing attack the things that they want him to tornado, and it's going to be a lot faster. At level 2, you just kind of gain more damage on your homing attacks. Hold up. Whoop. Ooh. Okay, there we go.
The heart attack I just had. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
right?
Now this is why I can't play this game like this ever.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a little different. I messed up my angle there. If you get a proper kickoff of that, you can get a jump that goes straight to where the pole took me. But I want to say it's like my angle is a little rough there, so it's all good. Obviously, I didn't lose too much time, and despite how scared everybody may have looked, I was basically in no danger.
No. You just wanted to show off the homing attack thing. I was just
no, exactly. Yeah. I had to show it off for you. You were talking about it, so I had to make it.
Yeah. It's cool. It was planned. It was planned.
Yeah,
It's okay. You're the only one on camera. All of us got to hide in terror as you did that attempt. So.
Another example of using the kick to cross a large gap because we had a lot of speed. Gonna be seeing that one a lot.
Yes!
There we go. There's Grand Metro.
Yep, that was Grand Metro.
Now
Again, such a cool stage. A big fan favorite for a lot of people. You might say that a few times. It's like Ocean Palace is kind of a fan favorite among some people. Ocean Palace is my personal favorite stage in the category. And then Grand Metro is definitely that for some people. And we'll have a few more. We'll have like at least one more of those when we get to it.
At least one more.
Oh,
at least one more favorite, and then everything else is not favorite.
Everything else, honestly, there's a lot of good levels. I really like this level in particular. I think this level has extremely cool sequences. Power plant. This is another contender of one of the hardest stages. The first minute and a half, or like minute 15 of this stage, is filled with quite a bit of tech and a bunch of like weird nuancy things to try to get through. Like right there, it looks unassuming, but you need to jump right at the peak in order to make that to thundershoot both of your teammates and then like have Tails like land up top there. If not, you'd have to kind of like go off to the side. Here, we're gonna get into our first instance of the flight excel jumps. If you start your flight and then try to like continue your flight excel right as you land, then you actually get a burst of height that allows you to fly again. So it essentially lets you get extra height so that we didn't have to kill those enemies there. And what's some? It's frame perfect unless you're on specific surfaces, and then it's a 2-frame input. So really weird game. So that one in particular was a 2-framer, and we'll be doing a few on the elevators here that are also 2 frames.
Just get into is like flight excels being either a 1 or 2 frame trick is definitely always so like I see someone hit them so clean and I'm like, man, you know.
Speaking of the level system that Mars brought up, this is like another point where having levels is kind of nice, and this is where having level 2 Tails is really nice because his Thundershoot is actually like way more powerful at level 2 compared to like 1 or 0. At 0, usually when you Thundershoot like Sonic or Knuckles, they get knocked out. At level 1, they stun an enemy, but like then they're like still okay. And then level 2 and level 3, for some reason they just do a super super metric ton of damage to like to like all the enemies. So you'll just see like Thundershoot just like annihilates all the robots. Shout outs to Omega.
Does it say annihilate, charge, fire? Is that what he says?
Yep.
There you go. I was gonna say the Thundershoot definitely a sleeper attack in the arsenal for sure. There's just so many things that you can do between the 3 characters in this game. That like Thundershoot at level 2 just destroys everything. Very nice thing to have in your arsenal.
Yeah, when we get to the robot wave fights, it'll definitely be a big thing where it's you can get some of the RNG. We could talk a little bit about it. So right there, I killed one of the robots and then got a Knuckles level. So there are 2 different ways you can get levels in this game. You can either grab them from checkpoints. Your Sonic? Okay, there we go.
Sonic, please.
All right, he was on the floor a bit. Taking a nap. He said, "Okay." Soup started explaining again. I'm getting tired.
He's been running all day, man.
But yeah, no. So you can either get it from a checkpoint, or when you take out 5 enemies, you will get a core that is a 50-50 for an enemy that you have not cleared. Okay, thank you for almost a globe skip, but not really. If you time a kick frame perfectly there, you're supposed to get a kick and then actually skip that globe sequence, but apparently I only got the roll and not the kick. So I got a bit of an awkward interaction there.
I have never seen him travel in the globe and not spin. That was very funny.
You gotta be ready for a lot in this game. This game is very free in terms of the things you are allowed to do, but of course, in turn, that means that this game can do a lot of things as a result of that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, sometimes that can just happen where Tails just misses the little pulley.
Yes!
Automation,
Come on,
they said.
Tails.
It will do the thing, they said.
Poor Tails. He tried. He's like 6. Give him credit.
Yeah. All right. Which one of y'all wants to explain this really long and complicated boss fight we're about to get into?
Somebody else can do it just because I need to focus.
Yeah, Soup, you gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in. All right.
I'll leave that to someone.
Soup is entering one of the this is the first instance where you fight one of the other teams. You actually fight two teams in each run. He's going to be fighting Team Rose, which is Amy, Cream, and Big. This fight usually can be kind of tricky. It's usually a point where runners usually have to reset a lot. And oh wait, I think Soup just running into the corner. Oh,
what are we doing, brother? The end of the stage is right there. Soup. Oh,
mine is all over.
dude, they're not even done with their intro quotes, bro. They're still talking. How rude, man. Come on.
Yeah, so that fight, if you literally just hold right, you just win. That's it.
Yeah,
So
hold
just
right at 1 second and just, at some point they will walk off.
I think everyone who has played this game knows how much of a menace those team fights can be casually. When I learned that you can hold right, I thought I was cheated. Actually, like, you can just hold right and you will win the fight. It's just get out of there.
Yeah, again, the team fights, they are essentially, they can be somewhat manipulated by your inputs. They respond to the things that you press. And there are things, so, there have just been ways that you've developed that essentially get them to jump off the stage in some kind of way. The Rose ones are really easy because a lot of them are just or like when you're fighting Team Rose, I should say. A lot of times you just get to hold a direction. Okay, thanks, nice glide.
All right, yep, cool.
Yep, we're all good. Oh, no problems at all. Again, everybody else was scared.
Soup chilling.
Yeah, you see Soup going down that little slope right there with Tails, just so he can lead the entire team down the middle. Because the other two slides put you on the pinball table. The pinball table, not exactly an area you want to be because the controls are not the greatest on here. So the middle takes you closer to the top. So you want to be on the tables as little as possible so you can just have like much better movement.
Here we're gonna see an interesting quirk of the end of the physics of being on a pinball table. Normally when you switch characters in this game, they will come to you and then you'll stay in the same position. But when you're on a pinball table, when you switch to a character, you go to where they are. So what Soup did there was he did use the thunder shoot to shoot his teammates off into a later part of the stage. And as soon as they landed on the ground, he switched to Sonic, and Sonic was just way further ahead than Tails was. So, very cool strat there.
One of those things you're really glad that works, because most alternatives are not great. You do not want to be playing this stage in other ways.
Speaking of alternatives, this area here intended to only be accessed by Team Chaotix, as there is a laser gate there that the SPO can go through, but we can clip the lasers and have a much easier end to the stage than we would otherwise.
Yeah, that's it's another use of our level routing. So I try to purposefully not grab any checkpoints or get any level ups as Tails, because one of the things that happens when you thunder shoot someone as Tails, not only does it do any damage, but it actually technically damages your ally character and makes them have invincibility frames. So you can take advantage of that and then use a light dash to get past the laser gate wall there that you normally can't otherwise.
Yep, the thunder shoot, making Sonic take damage, get iframes, and he's like, "Oh man, I have iframes. All right, we're gonna go through the lasers now."
Iframes, no problem.
Yep.
What's an iframe?
We have invincibility and we can no longer be hit, so we use that as an exploit to not get hit by the lasers. I guess something that we haven't really mentioned, as opposed to Sonic and Knuckles, when you switch to Tails, all of your teammates kind of gather together really quickly because they're going into this flight totem. So you're gonna see a lot of times where it's like, oh, my teammates aren't doing the things I want to do, or like, I want to kind of gather them together. We're gonna see a lot of switching to Tails for that.
It's very important, especially when setting up for some of those big Rocket Accel kick jumps.
Because if your teammates aren't there, you just don't get anywhere near enough speed, and then, yeah, you're kind of not the greatest outcome for you. The Table of Doom coming up right here.
So let me ask, how long did it take you to learn this game? Because this seems like a technically complex game. Like, how many people in the community did you get help from to learn these strats? And like, can you tell me a little bit about what that process is like?
It was a lot. So in some ways, it wasn't as bad as certain other games. But and I had a ton of people that were willing to help. The Heroes community is definitely willing to help. Shout outs to Joey, shout outs to Deku, Big Mikey, Aura, many others, Revo, Trell. There's tons of people that have essentially like made this work. But oh, nice door clip. Okay, so I guess time to talk about door clips. So we did not get it there, but one of the things I went for that I also did in Grand Metro to clip through a door was gathered up my team and built up speed to do a rocket excel and then roll, because when you roll, your hitbox shrinks a little bit. And if you have a ton of speed, that actually makes it so that you can, you just clip through doors. And so we will be doing that a few more times. There will also be some other methods of clipping through doors that we'll see in some other stages as well. But that is kind of one of the main ones, one of the biggest ones that you'll get to see just because of how nice it can be for certain stuff that you're just like, all right, well, let's do this roll clip here. Let's do this door clip, so on. But yeah, I didn't get it there. I was just giving myself the one shot. It's a bit hard to get second attempts off of that one, say on like the Grand Metro one that I got, so.
Team Sonic in particular, it is a lot nicer because Knuckles is the same size as the other ones, as the other two characters. Not the case for any other game. So here you're seeing a cool trick where Soup tricked the game into thinking he's playing as Tails. However, Tails is at the top of this slide, and we're playing as Knuckles. So what this means is nothing down here is actually loaded, because the player that he is, quote, playing as is not within the area for it to be loaded. So we just completely unloaded the kill plane there that is supposed to kill you if you go off of that table, and we get to take this big skip to the end. You do not want to play this table, people. Please.
It is very long.
Yeah. Another side effect of that is because the game thinks that we are Tails, it gave Knuckles Tails physics there when he was in the air. Tails falls a lot slower. So able to get to the goal ring there with like a lot of height. And that's Bingo Highway.
Yeah, that is a terrifying stage, and there was certainly some spaghetti, but I'm not too bad with how I played. I think I still played it all right, just despite some of the hiccups.
The frame was not funny.
I didn't even go for it. I'm sorry. I know. We have one more chance. We have one more chance for the funny frame.
We have one more chance. All right, Robot Carnival. So this boss fight is actually going to be consisting of waves of robots. There are a lot of different ways that you need to learn how to play this depending on the levels you get. As we talked about, you're going to get one every 5 enemies that you kill. So we're going to see here, we're taking out the first ones with Sonic, so we can get either Tails or Knuckles.
Oh, we got both of them.
Yeah, 1 and 1 is fine here. That's second best. You definitely want you want double Tails at the start.
Yeah. At least we didn't get double Knuckles.
Yeah, double Knuckles makes this a lot more awkward to play, but at least 1 Tails level. So as you can see there, I was able to chain together my thunder shoots. That only starts happening. The thunder shoots only start chaining at level 1. So at level 0, they don't. Okay, I got level 2 just in time. If I did not have level 2 for this wave, things got a lot weirder.
It's okay.
You mean you're not supposed to throw yourself off the edge?
Not really, no.
I don't quite think so.
That was my experience with this level. Not good at it. Not at all.
Talking about the level system, Knuckles at level 2 becomes an absolute beast. What you're seeing here is those enemies are dying as soon as they spawn, and that is just how large the area of effect is on Knuckles' slam attack when he's level 2. That Knuckles at level 2 is better than like the better combat than like every other character at level 3, I swear. It is kind of insane just how strong level 2 Knuckles is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the area of effect of Knuckles' level 2 is just like, it's like way larger than like the game likes to like give off that it is. Like that little fire ring is just like, I was like, oh, it's a little tiny. It's like, no. Imagine that like times like 5. That's how big it is.
Like level 3 does add some flair. That's kind of what it is. It's flair. You know, it doesn't really do much.
I like how it looks like a volcano with the fireballs.
Yeah, like You know, at least it looks like what level 2 is already doing before you get to level 3, I guess. But there you go. Those were the easy ones. Remember,
We're in the canyon section, and we're gonna be on Rail Canyon. I hope you like rail grinding. We're gonna be doing that kind of a lot. There's a lot of rails in Rail Canyon, as the name implies.
what?
What? Rails in my canyon? What?
I always have to
Believe
point
it.
this out so that no one will ever unsee it. There are 3 rails here: a red, a yellow, and a blue one. You would think that the characters would start on their respective colors, but no, Sonic starts on the yellow rail and Sonic starts on the blue rail. Sorry, now you're not going to unsee it. Anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Another use of
Another
light dash cancel there to
light
switch to
dash
tails to
cancel.
cross a crazy gap.
Alrighty.
Speaking of which, if you're just tuning in, we just want to let you know you're watching Black and Flash's Summer Speedrunning Celebration Juneteenth class of 2026. To find out more about the schedule in chat, you can type in !Juneteenth or visit gdq.gg/bf. Visit Blue Sky to learn how you can get involved with the Black and Flash community, who right now is going through Sonic Heroes with some limited tech selection shenaniganry. I have anxiety watching you play this level. I hope you know that.
I would love to tell you that it's gonna get better, but I cannot make
It's
that.
actually going to get worse.
Looking at you, Frog. Looking at you, Frog Forest. You know.
Oh my god. This is what I just imagine warehouse factories looking like when you're trying to get a package. It goes through all these.
You gotta go through an entire office.
Yeah,
We're just walking on tight ropes.
Yeah. Every
makes it
time
a
your
lot more
package is
entertaining.
late, it's because you got a double rail switch, guys.
Oh no.
Not the double rail switches. Thankfully, it didn't give me one there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Some would call me cursed in that fashion.
I'm part of the sum in this equation. Actually, let's go. Dude, I've been playing too much chaotic, so I was like, bro, did not hit the train.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're going a different direction now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This was the part that gave me anxiety. This spirals put me into a spiral.
It's so funny because it is a very extremely intimidating. Until you realize that you can hold B throughout 90% of it.
Yeah. It's like all I did there was hold B. I guess one thing I should talk about before we go is
Oh yeah, rail acceleration.
rail
Thought about
speed
that.
stuff. So, obviously holding B lets you crouch and you gain a little bit of speed. I will not get into the nerdy number stuff, but basically, when you switch and you go from Knuckles back to Sonic, I can chain those together and just essentially continue to get speed. There is a point where you do not gain any more speed. It caps at some point. And so basically, if you do 2 quick switches, as we call them, quick switching from Knuckles back to Sonic, then you will get to the speed that you need to go. And basically, you'll see me do that at the start of almost every rail, at least 1 or 2, due to the fact that we know the cap, and it's not, or it's not like a cap. We just know where it caps in terms of speed growth. You can go above that. Then, I'll do a few things where it's like, maybe I'll do 1 quick switch, or I'll do quick switches at certain times to like affect my speed and stuff.
That
Here
was
we are in
nice
Bullet Station.
information
I
I'm
will
never
let
gonna
them
put
take it
into
away
practice.
so that I can try to do everything.
Yeah, lock in, brother.
Good luck.
Oh man, Bullet Station. This stage is a combination of like there's auto scrollers where you do nothing, and then there's the parts that aren't auto scrollers where you're doing a whole lot. So yeah.
Watch out for the spike ball there. But yeah, this, like Soup said, this stage is incredibly difficult. There's a lot going
Scary
on in
jump.
this stage. Yeah, this scary jump.
Scary jump.
Honestly, don't even go for this jump because I'm so scared of it. This jump, however, I go for some reason, even though this one
Hold
looks
up.
way more
Get ready.
This kick. And then
Nice. So what we did there was use our rail speed, transferred it into a kick, and just got a lot of distance.
no.
Got a lot of distance there to skip the gap.
Almost a casual skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that casual skip there, essentially, what that is when the Rhino is on the rails there and you're like maxing out your speed on the rails, if you just go for a tornado and then just immediately switch the tails, you'll just like fall through the floor and you don't have to go through that whole section of opening the door and dropping all the way down. It's something weird about the game, but you know, in Sonic game fashion, you just fall through the floor sometimes.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's like a crazy one. Of course, we call it casual strat. There's a few people who just were fiending for some Heroes content. There was no speedrunners live, but there was somebody playing some casual Heroes, and they were going to support. And they accidentally like did a tornado right there and did that, and they freaked out and like told, like they clipped it and like showed everyone. And we were like, wait, we have to try and do this.
Yep. I always love it when a
casual
speed strat. Always love it when a speed strat is found by accident from someone playing the game casually. That is always awesome. Shout out to Catalyst, if you know, you know.
I gotta ask, because you're doing a 3D Sonic game, do you find that you like speedrunning 2D Sonic games or 3D Sonic games more? And if so, why?
Well, I cannot say which ones I like more. I think that would be very unfair to the 2D games because I've never ran one. However, I also run Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure DX. And all 3 games are a blast. I really enjoy all the stuff you get to do in all 3. A lot of kind of like messing around with like the physics and stuff and all the movement. SA2 and SADX have like an extra layer with some of the knuckle stuff and like hunting, and that's really fun. SADX just in general has a bunch of different unique characters. I think the mech is a lot of fun, and just in general, of course, messing with all the speed stuff, of course, is so much fun. But there's something about these 3 games that keep me coming back. Even when I've learned other games, I find myself coming back to, especially Heroes, but even Sonic Adventure 2 and SADX.
Well, I thought you were a Shadow Gens
Thank you
runner.
so much for the concise answer. And, you know, it sounds like you have a blast with it, though. Sounds like there's a lot of different categories to run, and you make it unique for all of them.
Go over the door skip. Yep, for the door clip here. Yep.
Leave it to me.
So yeah, that's another variation of a door clip where you try to set up a flight-only Rocket Excel, and then you jump like you switch to the flight character, immediately jump, and if your power character is far enough away, then they'll essentially try to like get back in formation, which kills your speed, but it also pushes you forward a little bit. And to my knowledge, like pushing you forward allows you to clip through some of these doors. So this is another variation of the door clips that you can like see people use, and it's very cool. Shout outs to Trell, basically called the Trell door clip method, because he's the one that found it and essentially just like not just like the method itself, but then realized that the method didn't just work for one door, but a ton of doors, because not every door can be clipped through, and not every door is clipped through the same way. The way that all the doors work are vastly different, and so that method tends to be one of the most consistent. And I'll let somebody else talk about Albatross while I try and do this fight.
Yeah, man. All right, Egg Albatross. This guy is mean. So the thing about Egg Albatross is that it is very easy to get hit, and you're not gonna have a fun time. Okay.
Yeah, usually you're going to be playing Knuckles for most of this, because Knuckles' damage output is like, you know, insane for being a power character. But yeah, this is split up into 3 different phases. There's the phase that pretty much is carrying all the robots, and usually on the ground, it'll just like kind of like fly towards you. You can kind of like rapid jab it with Knuckles. And then the blimp phase is kind of like the most annoying one, because the hitbox is kind of hard. It's kind of easy to get hit while this phase is going on. Similar thing, you're trying to like put out as much damage as possible. And then the Egg Hawk, which is, you know, the boss we saw at the very beginning of the game, is the last phase, but is an extremely weak version of it that usually takes like 1 or 2 fire dunks just to be knocked out.
Yeah.
Well, you forgot the part where we spam homing attack until the boss dies.
Oh yeah,
Wait, did I?
about
Yeah, that's right. Wait, why weren't we doing it?
Yeah. Forgot to do that part, dude. Come on. Run it back to Seaside Hill.
Yeah, we totally want to run back the first half of this run.
No, we don't. All right, Frog Forest, this stage. Yeah, if you thought you were scared before, hey, oh yeah, Frog Forest. There is a lot of massive gaps in between the platforms, and we're going to be doing all that we can to just clear them.
I wanted to play this game again, but now I'm not so sure. For many
Just don't
reasons.
play like Soup, you'll be fine, right?
I think this is great advice. Don't play like Soup.
Except do play like Soup, because that's my goat.
The GOAT. but also terrifying. Just saying.
Yeah.
Terrifying,
So-
but goated.
You heard me talk a little bit earlier about trying to get a double rocket excel into a kick. We're going to be doing that on this very small platform where we also have to avoid the flower because we would that would also stop us in our tracks. Here we are. Get the pause glide out here.
And that's one of the kicks, and here comes the second one right here.
There we go.
That way, we don't have to wait for the frog to summon the rain because that would just make all the plants, make all the platforms for us. And that's gonna take kind of a while because you have to destroy all the robots, summon the frog, make all the platforms. It's just, it takes way too much time.
You can't activate the frogs. That fails the mission. Come on.
wait.
Hey, hold on, hey, wrong team though.
Leave it to me.
All right, let's see. And if you thought that wasn't quite enough of terrifying, death-defying strats,
Yeah, get ready.
Here comes
Something
the
give me the
other
speed sheet.
guy.
Sometimes they don't. All right.
we get the funny glide. Come on.
Oh,
There we go.
yep,
My
there it
brain
is.
hurts.
there we go.
There it is. That glide, you have so much speed from flipping those 3 loops that you can just... There's usually this giant twisting rail at the end of the stage where you just got to sit there and rail switch for like 10 seconds or whatever. It's probably not that much. But, you know, we can just skip it by having infinite speed. And I don't know if we've mentioned this quite yet, but Knuckles' glide carries speed like very, very well. It's just... Sonic decelerates very fast in the air and Knuckles decelerates very slow on the ground. So a lot of that is going to be like, we get a lot of speed, start a glide, and we're gone.
Yeah, you get to go flying. It is my personal favorite part about this run and what drew me to it because my first speed game was SA2, then I moved to SatX, and then I was watching somebody play Heroes, that's somebody being Aura, and I was like, wait, this like the glide thing was kind of the biggest thing that drew me in. I was like, dude, this glide stuff is really cool. I was like, and it's so unique. It's in no other game. So it's it really drew me to this game, and then after that, everything else kept me.
Yes. Now we're in Lost Jungle. This stage can be a little bit tricky at times. Of course, the main mechanic here is the frogs are back, but this time they have the black frogs, who instead of making the plants grow, they actually kill the plants, which is sad because now they start making a lot more, making platforms like a lot more difficult to hit. Also, the fruit that falls from it, they also damage you, and this is also the first stage where the hammer robots start showing up, which is, a lot of people's least favorite robots to deal with. Ooh, nice epic.
Let's go, dude.
Right there.
That's a really cool one. Oh wait, camera?
Yeah. Camera? Camera,
okay,
we're live.
we're good.
Fine, we're fine. We're good.
First time
scared at all.
first time you might have seen me actually scared. Totally nowhere else I was scared. Totally not. That was the first time.
Here we're gonna see a similar thing as we saw in Casino Park because we have level 0 tails. We're going to thundershoot to get Sonic damaged and gain iframes. We're gonna use those iframes to clip through that laser. And there we go.
We're gonna abuse the auto tracking of the tornado to get up to that enemy.
Oh man, I love to say all the time that Sonic and Shadow have aimbot on their tornadoes in this game. Like, with tornadoes from so far away is messed up. All right, so here we have this just alligator section. Just a lot of timed A presses to go on to the end of the stage where the ring is in the air for some reason. But I did see in chat what does LTS stand for. LTS stands for Limited Tech Selection. So basically there are really a couple more glitches in this game that are kind of game breaking. He says. Change the entire game, change the entire scope of it. I'm talking like minutes. I'm talking like you can do one trick and save like 3 minutes type beat, right?
I guess
well, that is cool.
I think, it's before you can keep going, but real quick, I want to put it out there as well. For unrestricted versus LTS, the Sonic LTS record is hovering around 52 minutes in-game time by KD4. Terrell, who is our unrestricted record, is down in the low 40s. It is an entire 10 plus minutes, by the way, to do that, from unrestricted to LTS. It's crazy.
All that cool stuff you saw in Frog Forest, you wouldn't have seen that if we were playing unrestricted, right? Anyway, Team Dark here. Goodbye. So
there you go.
As we said earlier, the team fights, they're kind of programmed to like react to your inputs. What we did there was we got Omega to switch into the lead for the team, and then we punched Omega off the side. And natural state for power formation is to have your teammates to the side of you. So Shadow and Rouge were kind of like, hey, Omega's off the stage. Yeah, but we're like supposed to be standing next to him. Oh, okay, we'll just jump off the stage too, actually, I think. So
yeah. Like, we must
There
follow
we
him.
go.
Notice he took like a lot more knockback right there than like he normally would, like as just like a regular Sonic character. It's because he has 0 rings. When you have 0 rings, you take way more knockback. So Soup was able to hit Omega when he had 0 rings before he hit that first ring right in front of him, and that just is enough for Omega to fall off the stage.
Yes, no, and that is such a good point to hit, because there are times when you slightly mess up the timing and Shadow grabs the ring in front of him before Omega fire dunks him, and it is so annoying to back the fight up, because then you have to hit Omega, and then you need to time a punch so that punch then knocks him back off the stage, and I can get it, but I'm glad I did not have to show it off.
oh yeah,
You know, rather not test my luck.
Hang Castle, man.
My other favorite level.
I do like
The
this level.
soundtrack is so good on this level.
Oh
So
man,
good.
it is this whole zone. Honestly, this whole zone. Gonna get in a Mystic Mansion right after this one and talk about that one as well. But right, ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was supposed to be 2 light dash games in a row. I believe I did it a little early. Your teammate positioning definitely does have a case on whether or not you will get light dash cancels. So of course, in that case, Knuckles might have been a bit tripped up somewhere, and so I was not able to get it there. However, it's I was getting 1 out of 2 is still cool.
So here, normally when Tails flies through the air, he has a meter, and like it limits how far he can fly. But by thunder shooting your teammates before you hit the switch, you've kind of put yourself in this position where Tails is kind of slowly falling to the ground, yet it doesn't actually use his flight meter for whatever reason. So we can kind of just cross through multiple things we are definitely not supposed to be able to cross through, and not lose any flight meter. Just slowly fall all the way to the next section.
And it's very convenient that the next section happens to be much lower, so we can just fall straight to there instead of having to worry about it being at the same height that we were at.
Hey Thor, how we feeling over there? We calmed down a little bit. We still scared? Hold.
You know, I don't think I'll ever stop
There we
being
go.
scared on this run. But you know what? I will say one thing. One thing I'm not scared about is some of the amazing items that the Yeti shop has going for this Juneteenth event. There are some absolutely fantastic pieces of merch, including those bumper stickers you always wish you got for being good in school. Well, now you can get one for the class of 2026. That's right. They got bumper stickers. They've got stickers. They've got shirts. And they've even got bald Hyrule characters from your favorite Legend of Zelda games. But on top of that, if you want to take a look at what the Yeti does, they create amazing merch, apparel, vinyl, and more inspired by fan favorite video games and pop culture. The Yeti is proud to be an official merch supporter of Black and Flash and this Juneteenth event. And you can type in !Yeti in chat to see that collection. Plus, your purchases from this collection help to support Black and Flash and its community of speedrunners, and also partaking in wonderful events like this. So thank you. And yeah, I'm feeling a little bit less scared after that. Look, the level's only halfway over. Oh no.
Yeah. Glad to hear it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how you do it. Like, just knowing where to go through the walls for that Tails meter, I think I'd cry having to learn that. How many runs have you done of this to get this down?
Man, That is a can
honestly,
of
I will
worms.
say you don't actually be that scared of it. It's not too bad. So again, it's mostly just like you want to hit it. You want to like hit the switch as tails with your Guy Slender shoot off, and then essentially I just hold right. I look for a visual cue, and then I hold forward. It's actually
no. I'm
that's
talking
one of
about
the easier
entire
things.
game.
Oh, entire
I'm talking
game?
about the entire game.
It took a minute, especially this category in particular. I took it like super one by one. I like very much kind of like my like way of learning is very much sort of like you want to learn particular things at a time, but you still want to like know how to like do the whole run in continuity. So like I like did a run just so I was familiar, and then I was like, I'm gonna do a zone. So I did like Seaside Hill, Ocean Palace, Egg Hawk, and then I did a full run. I was like, my goal is to do this, and basically rinse and repeat for the whole game.
Oh my god. So hundreds of hours, I'm assuming, are in this at this point.
I've put an absolute ton of time into this game. It's
We
like
might be approaching
like
after 0.
yeah, I was about to say it might be a K. It might be 1,000 to be honest.
Is that hundreds or is that thousands? That's the real question.
Well, I don't know if I'd say thousands plural, but I've probably put 1,000 in this game.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Absolute pros right here. Like these jumps, these timings, I mean, they're so specific. I feel like you really would have to just take it level by level. But levels like these where you're constantly flipping the triggers and more, which I'll let you go more into if you want. It seems like a lot of memorization and just a lot of repetition to get this down. So it's truly amazing to watch somebody who has that all down for this specific kind of run even, let alone the fact that you know many different runs.
One thing that is nice as well about this game is like when you learn one category, while I would say the categories are different enough to be their own thing, the levels are relatively similar. You have like, you can implement similar ideas. So a lot of times the best strat to do will be different throughout all 4 teams. But in terms of learning, you can take a lot of the similar ideas and kind of learn them through. So I started with Rose, and obviously Rose is much easier than Sonic. However, it definitely did make it a little bit easier to go through. And I definitely say, for a lot of people, if you do want to learn this category, or like learn this game in general, I think Rose is a great place to start. Honestly, I don't even think Sonic's a bad place to start, despite how scary this may all look. And then I think, obviously I'll tell people to play Chaotix, and that's my fave. But
Gotta play.
there's a lot of tutorials. There is a Team Sonic tutorial still in the works, but we have up to, I think, Hank Castle.
Yeah, I want to say it's Team 2 because of
Okay, well, the next episode will be Hank Castle.
yeah.
So where will people be able to find this tutorial though?
From Deku SR on YouTube. He got started on it. He's really like kind of like wanted to kind of like start doing it. We even did a thing where we were even able to have like a bunch of people like do each episode in terms of like having like a script, and then like we like recite the script. So it's like a big like community project. But so that one's really cool, but that one isn't done yet. However, there is still the Rose and Chaotix tutorials, which are finished, done by Joey Freefall, another great runner, good homie of mine. Both of I very much enjoy talking to both of them. Great friends, but also great runners, great minds of the games. Joey is both a Rose and Chaotix tutorial that you can use to get in the game as well.
Piece of cake.
I don't know, man. Y'all just had a race, man. I'm not sure about all. No.
my arch nemesis, who I just raced in the Hero Story tournament, we had to our paths crossed in SA2 for a Hero Story tournament that we were hosting on the Sonic Adventure Era speedrun community channel. So that's fun. So right now we're off a heated beef, totally crazy beef.
Totally crazy beef. On top of all of that we just talked about, you really just kind of did all that while playing Mystic Mansion.
I really did. I really did talk through all of Mystic Mansion, including Trial.
What? That's
probably another one in conversation for the whole game of the game. Hardest stage of the game. Trials in particular super scary. There's an even scarier strat that you can do that I didn't do, but honestly, even doing the kind of like less scary strat there, in particular for the Tails trial when the background is all yellow there, can be extremely terrifying, dude. It's but sometimes all you have to do is not think about it. Sometimes if you're thinking too hard, it's worse. So I just needed to talk,
Gotta flow state the speedrun, guys.
Just looking at that background makes me terrified. Like the graphic designer in me from way back in high school looks at that and says, "What were they thinking?" And then the other part of me says, "How can I focus?"
Here you're seeing the second instance of a team blast. So a team blast is for all teams a full screen nuke. And then on top of that, all of the teams have an additional effect on top of their team blast. For Team Sonic, they get the what do we call it? Like light speed tag, blast attack.
Yeah, light speed attack.
So you saw Soup there use his team blast to clear the screen of enemies when he loaded into that area, and then use the light speed attack to kill all the enemies that spawned in afterwards.
I'm asking very kindly for a Tails level game.
Please, I was looking at it. I was looking at it. We talked about earlier how good Thundershoot is, and we just don't have Yo, this is what you get for not doing Funny Frame, bro.
You know what? I certainly did not do Funny Frame. Nice level 1. That's really
there we
good.
Go. Nice level 1 Tails, bro.
So we're gonna team blast this way.
Yeah, we're gonna. So
There's no Tails level.
normally we would use the Thundershoot to kill all 4 waves of these enemies, but like we said, we can only do that at level 2. At level 1, your teammates do not transfer between enemies, so we could sit there and Thundershoot. However, like 20 enemies? Yeah, we ain't doing all that.
My goodness.
Yo.
Yeah, you're still level 1.
Okay, thankfully that worked.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
I don't. This is the Superior Classic, by the way, guys. I just want.
Oh wait.
Oh my goodness!
you
Guy with no team blast that I was supposed to be using here. Fun fact.
Yep. Oops.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's
That
fine.
worked. Okay.
Oh, I
Fine.
still needed to use it. Oops. All right, guys. It's fine. It's fine. This is soup. This very all good. All good. We do this in chaos. We do this in chaos.
Yeah, we did the chaotic. I was about to say we did the chaotic.
All good. All
Yeah,
good.
we did the amount of improvisation that just happened right now. I could never even fully explain it to you guys, even if you ran the game, and even if you did, you still might not quite know the amount of things that Soup just had to get through, but we got it. All right, we lived, and we're out of there.
I'm gonna drink some water for that one. Stay
That's
hydrated.
important.
It's summertime. It's getting hot out here.
Essentially, that
Wild.
second to last wave. Normally, you would just team blast there and then immediately enter the cannon as fast as possible, and then just Sonic light speed attack and just one-shot everything there. Because we didn't have any Tails levels and we kind of had to improvise there, that's what we had to do right there instead.
Yeah, the Soup Classic is level 1 flight and level 8 speed. I just throw it out there.
Goodness, yeah, wrong category though. You know, they really wanted me to play like Chaotix. They were like, dude, you were talking about you love Chaotix earlier. You really got to play this the same way.
You know, I just want to say one funny thing about this game is it took me 7 years to complete it. So watching somebody do this in under an hour is kind of mind-breaking for me because, wow.
Oh, yeah. Sonic
This game is tough casually. It is tough.
Yeah, I'm about to say, this game is tough. It's tough casually, and that very directly translates into a speedrun. Just the sheer... I wish we could get a hand cam on just a sheer amount of buttons that's had to press.
This
at
game
any
is
point in
incredibly
time
high APM.
in this run. Yes, incredibly high APM. You think about, like, we talk about switching characters all the time. That's a button press. We talk about light dash cancels. That's a button press for the light dash. That's a button press for switching characters, for anything you're doing afterwards, so on and so forth. We press a lot of buttons.
So what you're saying is carpal tunnel simulator.
Probably carpal tunnel speedrun, actually, maybe. You know, just
Get your hand stretches.
Take care of the
Take
hand.
care of your hand.
yeah, take care of them hands. Anyway, speaking of hands, Egg Fleet, this stage got hands. It's also very cool. So, you know, there's
a really huge skip at the very end of this that skips like one of these propeller sections. Not this one, but the second one called Egg Fleet Warp. That we'll see probably in the next like couple minutes once we get there. Because these propeller sections, they're automated. We can't speed them up or anything. You're just a dodge cannon fire and like the random flying. I always call them Falcos because they're just birds.
Nah, man, they're gonna shine down here at me, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. They will dash back F smash.
This is you and Squadron. That's a great poll.
That's not the right answer.
Yeah, we just saw it.
Just play Dr. Mario.
Oh, there's a frame perfect flying cell jump there. I always go for it just in case.
Auto, aimbot tornado. Aimbot
Yeah.
tornado to get to the next section there.
Getting the jump off the cannon there, so we don't have to like deal with fighting the E2000 there, because otherwise they have way too much HP and also have a shield, which makes them actually invincible from attacks for a little bit.
Yo, anybody who does want to play this game casually, feel free. Be my guest. Good luck. That's all I'm saying about that one.
Just learn the run. Just learn the
run.
The forest scares me, and so does Mystic Mansion.
That honestly, they scare me.
They
too.
should.
Don't worry.
They should. Yeah,
They're scary.
That means,
but they're so
okay,
cool. Did you see what I was
They're
doing?
they're so fun.
That's okay. That's okay. It means you're human. Honestly.
Yeah. You're
know?
not human if you're not scared of Frog Forest Lost Jungle with Mystic Mansion. That's real.
You're also not human if you don't get hyped for Egg Fleet Warp, as we're about to. Okay. We got a lot of speed into a skewed gravity jump there from Tails.
We're gonna
not done
into
yet.
this area, and then we're gonna. Oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go. So, what happened there? There is a dev trigger to skip the automation section and just takes you to the end of automation. They probably just left it in because they were like, this is so far out in nowhere land that there is no way that the players are gonna get to it. Smile. So the thing about it is we get there out of bounds and we do a jump into the trigger and it just warps you to the end of the automation.
That's a really good egg fleet, to be honest. That was really good.
Yeah, nah.
Honestly, the start was kind of scary too. I feel like that was like not even my best start, and 331 is very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Egg Fleet might got hands, but Soup be boxing out here, y'all. Come on. Come on.
Oh my
Yeah, and you'll see Egg Fleet Warp happen in like usually in every run for every team except for Chaotic. So Team Sonic goes for it, Team Dark goes for it, and also Team Rose goes for it. Team Rose probably has the easiest time going for it.
Yeah, they get the cheat code.
Yeah, they get the cheat code of their Team Blast giving them speed shoes, so it's way easier to reach. Reach to the point.
We talked about all the Team Blasts having secondary effects. Team Rose gives you a level, a shield, and a speed shoes. Anyways, it is supposed to be the beginner easy category that intended. Here we are in the Final Fortress. You know it's the last stage because they put Final in front of it, as they tended to do in this era of Sonic games.
It also
made it
just
all
has one of
dark
the
and
best
scary.
soundtracks. Oh my god.
Made it all dark
Love
and
the music.
stormy and scary too. So that's when you know it's the last level. Yeah, of course the soundtrack does hit for this game. I love the entire soundtrack for Heroes. It's amazing, especially Mystic Mansion.
All right. Question: what is your favorite Heroes song? Mine has got to be Casino Park.
Mystic Mansion easily.
Easily top 3.
Ocean Palace.
Final Fortress.
Ooh, I like that one.
They do be doing that, man. Final Egg, Final Rush, Final Chase, Final Fortress. like, come on.
Final Zone.
Yeah.
If we talk about Sonic 1.
With the final zone. That's real.
Listen, we didn't realize there'd be so many of these. We gotta make it the final.
And then they added the Chaos Emeralds and Super Sonic, and then they said, oh, wait, we gotta make Extra Zone now.
It's the extra final.
And speaking of finals, by the way, if you're watching GDQ, we want to hear from you. Games Done Quick is looking to learn how you watch speedruns the most. And if you have a few minutes, we'd love your opinions. Visit gdq.gg/survey and let us know what you want to see. You want to see some more chaotic stuff like this? Just saying, let us know.
I got frame perfects on lock.
Chaotix? Yo.
Listen, can we though? Can we get chaotics, please?
Okay, I mean, we certainly can, and maybe I'll throw in some unrestricted for it as well. I'll, you guys will learn about some bot boost, perhaps.
Just saying, chat. Make it happen.
Yeah, bring
These rails right here are supposed to be kind of terrifying because when they start sparking up like this, that just means a laser's about to follow. Luckily, because of like switching between Knuckles and Sonic like that, we can speed up a lot and just get to a point where we're kind of safe from the lasers right there. See, Sonic is just like, it's like, oh no, all 9 lasers are about to follow, and then it's like, nah, I forgot, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
He just hit him with the nah, I'd win.
That laser right there is the reason I died so many times as a kid.
Valid. That laser has a very high kill count.
Oh yes.
when you learn that you can just like it's a Sonic game, it's funny because the solution is just go faster, lol. You can get Sonic to just move across the rail so fast that you get to the end of the rail before the laser can even hit you. Soup's favorite boss coming up right here, guys.
Yeah. Also, speaking of which, also time coming up. This is the last
Time is
split,
going to be
and
coming up,
potentially quick one too. So it will be like on the last hit of Egg Emperor. We will be hitting time on the cutscene and not after the fact. So I will just be ready for it.
Yep. To be real quick, what we're gonna do as soon as we spawn in, we're going to try and get past Egg Emperor and collect 2 Tails levels as fast as possible. As we talked about, Thundershoot is a very, very high damage dealing attack, and we're going to try and get a Thundershoot where Sonic and Knuckles just kind of stick onto the boss and kill him pretty quickly. So let's see what we got. Don't hold anything back, Soup.
Egg Emperor is my favorite Digimon.
Come on, get on there, Sonic. Get on there.
Come on.
And time.
Come on! Time! Let's go! We got the 1 cycle.
Oh my goodness, what a wild run. I mean, there's not many runs that I can sit back and watch and say, wow, I didn't understand any of that. But wow, this run
Heroes does that.
movement, it had tech, it had what didn't this run have? Like, legitimately, that has been such an amazing run to watch. And I think, just like myself, everyone in chat right now is wondering, what else do you run? How do you do it? And where can they find you? Like, legitimately, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night to be here for Black in a Flash 5th year and our starting day for Juneteenth. Why don't you and your wonderful couch, Mars and Freezypop, tell us where they can find you, what you'll all be doing, and please feel free to take it away. We're not done tonight, but we do still have a couple more things, but I want everybody to know what it is you're doing and where they can find you.
So I mean, yeah, well, as it says on the screen, that is also where you can find me on Twitch. My streams are very sporadic, I will warn everyone. I want to try and stream more, but of course, sometimes work gets in the way, school gets in the way, but I'm there when I can. And again, mostly I speedrun this game. All 4 teams all 4 teams soon, quote unquote. One of the next big things I want to do is actually work on getting my team dark time down and really like actually learning and grinding that category. So that is probably going to be one of the next big things on the docket. Currently, I'm playing a lot of this category and Hero Story in Sonic Adventure 2 for the Hero Story tournament. But basically, that's that's mostly going to be how you find me. That's most of the stuff you're going to see me do. Sometimes I stream other stuff. Sometimes I have run other games or play some casual stuff as well. But for the most part, I do. At the moment, I'm so speedrun. Especially with this game, I love playing this game.
For me as well, as you can see on the screen, is going to be MarsDouze on Twitch. I also play a lot of the Sonic games. I am mainly an SA2 runner, and I am mainly a hunting runner. Knuckles and Rouge. That is where I love to be at. You briefly got it mentioned from Soup. There is currently a Sonic Adventure 2 Hero Story tournament happening right now. The wider Sonic Adventure community, we all kind of get together and run tournaments every once in a while. This is going to be Sacer events, SAESR. Go watch that. It's kind of hype. Soup and I still in bracket right now.
We're still there.
So, yeah.
And then you can just find me at twitch.tv at FreezyPop FP. So I used to speedrun a lot of Sonic. I still do every once in a while. I do come back to play Heroes. Like, I always come back to play Heroes because I love this game. I might actually come back and do another like 120 emblems run because I actually really enjoyed it a lot, despite it being like way too long, but it was way too much fun. But besides that, I also speedrun. I actually speedrun a lot of Mario Party and then just like Mario 64. So I kind of like pivoted to, you know, the what people would consider Sonic's main enemy, aka Mario or rival.
He's a double agent.
But yeah, I like being on both sides. I love Sonic. I love Mario. Like, I just like playing both games.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight. That was an incredible run. And for everybody at home right now, sitting back, hydrating, getting some snacks, we are not done yet. That's right. We've got a blast from the past coming in for our next run. So sit back. We'll be getting you all with that in just a minute. And make sure to go take a look at our wonderful friends over on their channels. You got MarsDouze and Freezypop. And again, thank you everyone for stopping on in and doing this amazing run and for your incredible commentary. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, chat, but I am so excited to get a chance to see this next run. It's going to be great. And without a doubt, sit back, relax, enjoy. We got some exciting stuff with The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, coming up next.
I'm getting there right now. 56:37. That is a PB by a whole minute. That's a whole minute PB.